Shout out to Melo, on his little
He getting
walkaway.
2 in the rafters. I believe he deserves 2.
He should. He should get there.
He definitely should get. He should first get it for Denver.
It should go up in Denver 100%.
First for Denver, then the Knicks.
And this is why I need my Barclays, because
Beautiful Barclays.
ankle ain't going nowhere in them Barclays. Like playing in Tim's, yo. Really nice Tim's.
Laced all the way up.
Yeah, bro, you ain't going nowhere with them. If you mess up with Barclays, you had it coming, or you just don't want to go to work. Nah, I mean, look, I think he's starting to actually be human now, slightly, and I think he's tired. He is playing next season.
I believe that.
He is playing next season.
I think it's just his way to scare LA, which I don't like.
Yeah,
that.
it might be.
I
But
think.
I know, all I know is that he can be able to do some thinking about the game of basketball. Yeah, you're gonna play next year.
In this fall, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach and join the Miami Heat.
Miami Heat. That was the conclusion you woke up with this morning.
That was the conclusion I woke up with this morning.
Good.
This is Frnds versus Frnds.
Good evening.
The basketball edition, baby. What's good
Salutations.
with y'all? How y'all feeling today on this Friday?
It's Friday. Some of us got paid, I guess, because you happy.
I'm always happy, though.
I feel great. I feel good.
You feel good?
Even though it's a little late.
Yeah, it is a little late, you know what I'm saying? But we out here.
No, I had to stop at Wawa on the way out.
Shout out to everyone who loves Wawa.
The Wild Whistle, that's up, everything up north, if y'all don't know.
Yeah. You
know,
think
I
this
got-
like Wawa up in North Dakota? Like,
Ew.
where are they stopping at to get?
They probably got a,
Sheets.
Sheets is lit, though.
I ain't
Sheets is
gonna
lit.
lie.
Sheets is lit. Sheets is more of a,
PA.
it's
They
more
got
of a
French
PA.
toast sticks. Yeah.
The walking tacos.
They food is good, though.
Sheets.
See, I don't be trusting food like that from a gas
My
station.
wife
Unless it's
lived off
7-Eleven.
that.
Oh, no.
She loved walking tacos.
Oh, she could have just got a bag of Doritos there.
That's worse than someone saying they lived off 7-Eleven. Off the taquito joints and then the hot dogs joints at 7-Eleven.
No, wait a
dog.
minute. Wait a minute. They got a German sausage that like filled the void.
I know, but you don't know how long they've been sitting there.
Yeah,
my
that
dog.
stuff looked like it was
By
there
the
all
time
night.
you start eating sausages from 7-Eleven, you don't got time to care.
You already know what you're prepared for when you're doing
You
that.
know, I
like,
already told you the story about Reggie. Like I had to get it out the mud, yo.
how to get it out the.
If it means you gotta
That 7-Eleven gonna make
sausages
you
at
have that
7-Eleven.
mud, boy. Like,
oh, you again? Shut up, man. Just you know what to do. Mustard and ketchup,
hey yo.
sauerkraut.
On the basketball note, before we dive deep into every single thing,
Oh yeah.
how do you feel about Denver kicking that ass?
I didn't know they had it in them like that. Like this whole season has been. Like,
Jokers took it personally.
especially nowadays where the NBA's been kind of whack lately. You know what I'm saying? The past 5 years, definitely.
Traditionally the same teams.
Yeah, like I get tired
Golden
of seeing
State,
that. Well, for years it's been
Cleveland.
like that.
Yeah.
You can pinpoint like where you were in your life when it's like, no, I remember because that was like the Lakers thing.
Yeah.
That was the Lakers run. That was the Celtics run. That was the Spurs run.
That was the Heat.
Nobody's seen this whole like wild west thing. I like this. I hope it stays like this for as much as possible. I hope Bronny like has trials and tribulations to go through. I
He's
want to
going
see it
to.
all.
Because of who his daddy is.
He said who his daddy
Think
is.
about that. Yo, the Jordans, they had so much pressure, they know they could never be.
You talking about his kids?
Yeah,
They sucked.
I know that, but they had pressure.
They on different.
But the
different-
son,
Yeah.
Jeffrey was
Different
like he was
occupations
he was
right
one
now.
of them top prep school recruits that went to Illinois.
Okay. Yeah, like Masterpiece, like Romeo. He was
I told you the reason why he
Romeo
got
was
to
ill out
USC.
there. Romeo was nice. Look up his stats.
I hated him in
Stats.
so many different areas.
He was like one of the top prep school point guards, but you know why he got to go to USC, right?
That pull.
He was best friends with DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah, DeMar DeRozan. Yeah.
And he guaranteed DeMar to stay home.
Hey, that's ill.
And Romeo played one season and then dropped out.
And it was like, bro, you are not gonna touch this court. It ain't no way. He was good. He was good. Nah, but you know what it is. He needed to play for DeSales.
Damn.
Nah, look.
You know,
Could have said Kutztown.
No, remember when
You
we
could have said St. Peter's. Look, I seen some
chill,
of this stuff.
man.
saying too much.
You getting him into some shit that he can't get into. I said
His brother's
DeSales.
better.
Look, yeah, both of them are better.
Yeah, his brother. I think the one transferred from Tennessee State University.
Yeah,
to,
he's up north.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to Louisville.
Louisville. He is at Louisville.
Yeah, he's going to Louisville.
And I think the other one.
Is up.
Shout out to Master P. He named his sons Percy, Hersey, and Mercy.
He planned all that.
Country ass.
God's plan.
And it wasn't an accident. You know what I'm saying?
It don't even matter. Bro.
First one name gonna be Percy.
First one go.
Vince
Guess
Carter.
what the second
Vince
one
And he
Carter,
was a hooper.
Vince Carter thought he should have made the team.
Who? Vince Carter thinks Master P should have made the team.
He was
Vince
nice.
Carter is the only. Yeah,
He
but
was nice. He
That's-
was not.
that's like-
He actually said he was the last cut. He was the last cut.
It's so many players that hoop with him on the court, like NBA wise, and when he used to show up at UCLA. He even says it. He was like, "Yo, like, Purse is nice. Master P had game. He was not playing around."
Master
He was dirty.
goddamn P.
He was dirty though.
Listen, I never was under the suspicion that he sucked or anything, but it's like I've always heard that, like, yeah, I mean, he could play, but he
Nah.
That's the way he made it before the rap game.
Vince liked him. He thought he really deserved to be on that roster.
What the hell was he gonna do?
15th man on the roster.
Yeah, but what was, like, I don't even remember what was his position.
I think he was small forward.
Yeah.
Was he like 6'5"?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't know stats like that, but maybe Statman know his stats.
I ain't worried
But
about that.
wait, did you
So-called
think they was gonna get swept though, LeBron?
No, I didn't. Remember, don't you? 2 episodes ago, we were talking about the Lakers was getting ready to go to the finals.
Yeah, it's true.
You know
But we
what?
had high
I'm not
hopes
gonna
for
say
that.
nothing about the finals anymore. I'm about to swear it off for the next 2 years, 3 years.
It's gonna be a lottery. Golden State's on the decline. Lakers are TBA. Clippers are emotional.
I'm not
Phoenix.
doing it. I'm not doing it because
Phoenix
the
is
last time
emotional.
we said that about Golden State, they won the championship.
No, but I'm saying it's like a lottery. Like we said, the West. It was anyone to go to the finals.
I'm not saying nothing, yo. I'm going back to football, yo.
But
Going back to
congratulations
yo.
to the Spurs. I told y'all.
what? Oh,
Got the
yes.
first pick in the
I
draft.
got a screenshot from maybe this time last year. It was 2 dudes wearing it was like Tank 4, and it was like Tank, and the jersey number was 4, and the next jersey was 1, and it said Wembenyama. That was for like last year.
I told y'all the Spurs were gonna get that. He wanted to go to the Spurs specifically.
Yeah, you saw the video. He was hyped when Houston got back. He was like, "Oh, thank God, I'm not going to Houston."
Because he liked him because of Boris Diaw, Parker getting drafted, how the Spurs
Was that
have
his
done.
mentor?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was like,
Oh,
"Yo, I'm so
word?
proud of
Yeah.
him."
Yo, I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about Boris Diaw, yo.
French.
You forgot about Boris Diaw? Boris Diaw was.
I forgot.
Yo, he was
Drafted
like
by the Hawks.
To me, he reminded me of like that Robert Horry story
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Lakers because Boris Diaw was a matchup problem. When he was out there, I was like, "What's he going to do? Bucket? God, who's guarding this guy?"
Yeah, he's
So,
just
yeah.
a bucket getter. I remember him on the Suns.
Yeah.
Ah, facts. Yeah,
I remember him on
that
the
too.
Suns.
I remember that
He
too.
played too many places. Do you agree with what Joker said about Embiid deserving it, or do you feel like he's just doing that for the media?
I think people should stop doing that. I'm really.
They bothered him. He didn't just straight up talk about it. They asked him.
I'm just saying. Well, I don't know. I don't want people to be annoying, but
Yeah.
I want people to be rivals. I want people to have a little bit of bad blood. I'm tired of everybody
90s.
being so nice in every sport.
Bird and Magic.
But they had to do that. I think he had to do that. Like, I think he was being nice. I think, bruh, what he did in these playoffs, he different, bro.
I feel like from now on, when you do the MVP, it should be done after the playoffs are done.
And they never will.
Yeah, well,
Didn't we say
I
we didn't like
shouldn't say
that? I didn't like that.
well, I like that.
After the playoffs are gone, because
Yeah.
the MVP, I feel like it should be done. Wasn't it done like right after the season and then the playoffs? Didn't they used to do it that way, or was it?
They still do it the same way. It's like before the playoffs.
It's like an all-star spectacle now.
What you mean?
Yeah, it's just
It's something that they bring up around the all-star break.
the
And
projection.
I feel like, it seems to
okay.
me like they vote around the all-star game. And then after that, that's something they just wait. And then it's like,
I mean, Joel deserved. I feel like Joel definitely deserved it, but he had to say the nice thing. He had to say like, he's a good player. Like both of them were warriors out there, but
it'd be funnier if he just looked
they
at the
definitely didn't want him to
camera
have three. They definitely did not want that man to have three.
Yeah.
If
But
Joel,
you see, that's why it's almost like now if you had given it to him last year,
yeah, it would have been like,
if you
oh yeah,
given
he
it
did
to
Joker
Embiid
shit.
last year.
Yeah.
and
then
B
they
deserved
could've-
it last year.
Then they could have
100%.
done that this year comfortably with Jokic,
Exactly.
because he's been the one putting on the assault.
True, he's killing it, bro. He be getting
Serbian
triple doubles.
assassin.
That's
He be getting triple doubles. You don't even. I be like, yo, like
not in charge.
I
of
even said it. I
nicknames,
haven't
so.
watched him all season until these playoffs. I was like, he's ill.
He hit the Dirk fadeaway threes and everything.
Dude, when he's doing that, I'm like, and it's not really because Dirk used to do a mad smooth. I ain't going for it. That was my ball.
That's because he practiced.
He was a jump shooter. That's why. The way this guy does it, it's like he just throws it up. Yeah, it's all the way back
But
there.
he be cashing.
He's trying to kick his leg out like Dirk, but it
he
be
just
like
doesn't move.
no.
Listen,
it goes in.
as a big dude, a big body dude who plays basketball and does stuff, there's things like, listen, it ain't gonna be
Yo,
fast.
be having dreams. I wish I could do that.
Yeah, kind of, but you have to. It's like you have to create your own martial art. Like
What?
it is, because you have to have your
Kung
set of
fu
moves.
fighting.
Because like I would look at stuff and be like, all right, I'm watching. Everybody's watching AI, right? Mm-hmm. What if you can't do that?
Was that
Fat
you?
dudes can't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Except for Christian.
Oh,
He
Chris
only
had an
do-
ill.
I don't know why he could
Mark
do that.
Jackson's brother could. God rest his soul.
Oh,
Escalade.
Escalade. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He's from New York though. So it's Christian. There you go.
So-
Listen,
yo.
I was from Morris County, New Jersey. I did not have it like that. So I was like, I can't do that. My favorite player for the longest was T-Mac. Big dudes can't do all that. So what can I
Shaq?
do? It's the Shaq thing, but it's like I'm not that tall. So what are we doing?
But he had handles at LSU.
He was a slim dude. He
Yeah.
wasn't as big
He was
until
some
later,
Shaq,
Yeah.
until Lakers. But it's like you have to learn, like, okay, I have to make it look like I have to have a jump shot. I have to make
You
things
gotta have
look
all
like
this stuff
this.
in the
Yeah.
bag.
I have to make it look like this so that they jump. You know what I mean? Then I have to look, I faked you out, I didn't even have the ball. When I was demonstrating the other day,
Oh,
some
yeah.
of the post moves. You seen what happens, just so y'all know. I seen a lot of people, the soles of their shoes jumping over me, trying to block me. And I still hit the shot. And you can't even like push me because I'm a football player. I still make the shot and won.
So he had MVP on the street on the court.
Steve Nash could be your coach.
I don't want to answer to Steve Nash.
Okay,
He got
so
interviewed.
speaking about that, I'm surprised he didn't even start off talking about Doc getting fired. I'm surprised this man did not.
He's doing the Jokic.
What? Oh, he's
Trying to
We
Nice.
got
I mean,
losing rumors. I'm going through it all.
being,
First of all,
But you didn't
passive
even mention
aggressive.
your boy getting fired. 'cause
first
you
of all,
been
when
It's
I
listening to
told
passive
you all that
aggressive.
was going to happen, I told you.
You told us
He told
before
us
he
that
got to
5
coach
years
at
ago.
Philly, he was going to get
Yeah.
fired.
He was.
You've been bothering
He
him.
signed a
He's a long
5-year
time.
deal, and I knew he was not going to make 5 years.
How long
Listen.
did he make? Was it what?
3.
3 years.
I checked the emails.
And he should have got. He could
He
should have
about
got
to sue you, yo.
That's cool.
He's about to.
You about to say he should have got fired sooner?
He should have got fired last year.
Dang.
But
Did
I
we
told
not-
you the team I want him to go to. There's 2 teams I want him to go to, and he's a finalist for both.
One and
the
two.
Bucks, and the other one is Phoenix. Both again.
He's trying to put the nail in the coffin.
Nah.
Both of them franchises.
No, because he would have Paul.
Giannis had fun. Chris Paul, you already know. That's it.
You already know CP3. How
Thanks,
I do
Chris. Thank you, Chris.
Think about this, and this is why I always told you. This is why I didn't like Doc for LA when he blew it with that. He had the perfect chemistry with Boston. He had vets that understood. He had a very good point guard in Rondo who he could develop and told what to do.
Rondo's nasty.
Yep.
When he got CP3 was his own hard-headedness. And especially when he had Blake being fragile. And then he had Lob City. And that was the only thing you could do with that. You didn't have anything else. When he had Boston, he had a shooter in Ray Allen. He had the truth in Paul Pierce. He had a leader in KG,
Another
and he had the
shooter.
point guard. He didn't have that with LA. When he went to the Sixers, what did he have? He had Simmons, who didn't want to shoot. You had Embiid that was always hurt. That did not work for him. There's only another team that worked for him.
He had Jimmy at one point too.
He had
When did he have
Tobias
Jim?
Harris.
Oh no, he wasn't there. He wasn't there for that. He wasn't there for that.
Brett
that was,
Brown had them.
Brown, yeah.
When he started his career in with the Magic, he had a team where he could mold.
Yeah.
Every team he has gone that had veterans that weren't like him did not do well. That's why I was saying it ain't gonna work. Giannis will work perfectly with him because Giannis wants to win. He actually is teachable. He's someone where he loved Kid. He was sad that Kid left. Bud, he was mad that Bud got let go.
I was surprised, low key.
No, I knew that was happening because the rumors were
You
saying
didn't
that.
know.
I thought they
You
were
didn't
gonna-
say nothing on any
Yes,
of the
I
other
did.
episodes.
We're gonna check episodes.
Hey yo, we gotta fact check them, bro.
That's
yo,
fine.
You'll let us know because Stat be lying low key sometimes.
Yo, y'all,
about
the
stuff.
disrespect. That's
You
cool.
can't find on the NBA.com. Did he be lying? But like the only reason why I thought he was gonna stay is because then you say his brother had passed. I thought
It's what you did for me today, not in the past. The NBA is a dog-eat-dog world.
it is. 'Cause I'm
That's
just,
not very nice.
But it's like they got a shit. What? How many years ago was it? It was like 3.
Who?
Two.
It was 2 years ago.
Again,
Damn.
Nick Nurse got fired. What did you do for me today?
Nick
NBA
Nurse-
don't care.
He was riding for a while though. He rode longer than that than Bud
Pause.
did. Oh, Paul, that's crazy. I didn't even know.
He stuck it out through thick and thin.
That's
He took
better.
the up and downs. He was with the up and downs.
But
He took a pounding. All right, that's it.
hey,
That's it.
but whatchamacallit, but now with Phoenix, they're looking at Doc, Frank Vogel, Nick Nurse, Kevin Young, which Devin Booker is wanting. And then a surprising person is Jordy Fernandez, who's the Kings assistant coach. The Bucks is looking at Nick Nurse, the Raptors assistant coach Adrian Griffin, and Kenny Atkins. But by the way,
Kenny.
but Giannis is interested in Adrian Griffin. A rumor that you
Relationship or something like they got connections or something like.
Nah, he's just. I'm guessing he's hearing the whole playbook on how he's
The
gonna
philosophy
develop
and
the
whatever.
philosophy. That's what it is. Here's something that went under the radar after the Lakers lost. People in management was saying, "Yo, we should go after Trae Young."
Terrible idea. Terrible. He got abused in the playoffs. They were playing him. They were like, "Yo, he's small. Let's abuse him." But the Celtics were abusing him.
And now look,
Nah.
it ain't gonna be. Remember, him and Harden can't do the.
Yeah,
They can't do
Yeah,
that no
'cause
more.
he was getting off like
they
that a couple
can't. They
seasons
can't do
ago.
the NBA Live 2004 where they
3 and 4.
Remember
yeah.
when you could pump fake?
And it was over.
If
after
you
that.
jumped
Yeah.
and you just leaned to the
Yeah.
side, there was a button you like that. You had to hit that shot. If it was AI, if it was T-Mac,
Dirk was nice at that too. That
Dirk,
year.
yo, I got away with that with like Antoine
Kobe
Walker.
was ill with
Oh,
that too.
please.
It was crazy.
Please.
That was a cheat code, bro.
It was. So
was a
they
sh-
can't do that no more, the little side feed. So that's going. And you just heard they're about to address that flopping.
Yeah, they need to take
So
care
they
of that
can't
shit.
even do that now.
They
So
need to
like,
take care of that.
And people keep laughing at LeBron because LeBron do a lot of flopping.
Man, he's dramatic.
I honestly, the one thing I agreed with was like, you gotta get a shot off, yo.
Kwame Brown was all on that.
You can't even
Yo,
like you have to get a shot off.
wildin'. Kwame Brown be wildin'.
Like at some point, you know what that was almost like to me? Like take a shot. That was almost
I
like
don't think he was thinking.
I think he was thinking too much.
Yeah.
I think his superpower, remember, is all the IQ. I think he got a little bit too cute. It reminds me of, I was at a Super Bowl party one day. Marshawn Lynch is sitting there 18 inches away from the goal line. You don't do it. You throw a slant on the goal line. Why did you do that?
Butler picked it off.
He threw it behind him too.
Yeah, I remember.
Stupid. And it's like, look, you get so smart that you kind of, like, you're in your own way. It's here right now. Shoot that. Like, you really want to give Jimmy Butler the... But I'm bugging. But look, listen, like, don't give... I wouldn't give somebody the chance to just walk away with a win like that. And it's like, it was game 4.
Tripping.
Put it up.
He had 40 points.
Miss it or don't miss it. And look, I'm not saying, I'm not messing with his GOAT conversation status or anything. I'm not, listen, that's not what I'm
That's
igniting
another
here.
different
That's not
topic
what
at
I'm
another
initiating.
time.
No, I'm not even getting into that. I'm not. That conversation is over there. That's somebody else's podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, let Paul George do that. We're not gonna do it over. I'm so tired of hearing that.
But in that game, when he was going off, I was like, yo, that's perfect. But he did not sit down. Like, well, I didn't understand he needed to play. I'm like, but Bron's not Bron no more. Like, he's really not.
But believe it or not, because of him playing the whole game, they stayed in it. They stayed in it.
But at the same point in time, he was winded. The fourth quarter, he had like, what, 4 or 5 points?
Yeah, it's crazy watching this dude become.
He couldn't do nothing.
He's becoming human.
Father Time is touching
How
him.
strange is that?
Yeah, when he missed that dunk, I've seen Bron miss dunks before. But when he
in
missed
game 3?
Yeah, when he was trying to go with the...
But he shouldn't have been fancy. He should have just dunked
Yeah,
it and
he
kept
should
it
have.
moving.
Yeah,
But when I saw that, I was like,
up until last week, he's always been able to
I've never
call
seen
on
him
it.
do it that bad. I've seen him miss a dunk when he was like all the way back here and just hit the rim.
Yeah.
That's rare because he's like above the rim. He's just
And
like
that might be something where he's like maybe a little too far, or he's trying to dunk on
this
somebody.
one, it was his leg that hit it. But I was like, man, something's wrong.
He's human.
I've never seen Bron play like this.
The dude is starting to bleed a little bit.
He
for
was
the
shooting
first
so
time.
much he didn't want to drive. I was like, yeah, he needs surgery.
They did, yeah. They
needs that
said
surgery.
he had a surgery. Nah,
Damn. Later on, we'll talk about that.
What's up? What's our first topic? Did we jump into that joint yet? Or we just been
I got
been going
2
at
more
it?
things for y'all.
What's up?
The Sixers don't want to give Harden a max deal.
No.
what a surprise!
He going back to Houston. You know what? That's where he belongs.
Yeah, speaking of Houston, Jalen Green got something to say about that. He said that's a good thing, but it also could hurt us at the same time.
Oh, he said that?
Yes, he did.
It's gonna
Young
be,
boy
it's
said
gonna be
that?
Harden and the Chipmunks down there, all the young kids.
Nah, I don't think that's a good fit for him.
CHIPMUNK, yo. It's gonna be him and a bunch of kids, and we'll see the culture clash a little bit, maybe.
I'm gonna
gonna be crazy in there.
I'm gonna give y'all something to think about. Our first topic is about to come up, but I'm gonna give you something to think about. It's a fun fact. Name me the 3 teams that have the longest finals drought. But first, Jabron played a clip about Denver and their beautiful opportunity of
That's one
going
of the
to the
teams.
finals.
How you gonna say name 3?
We've seen Denver in some things. We've seen the Avalanche win. We've seen the Broncos win. It's not unprecedented that Colorado, comes forward and wins a championship. The Nuggets, though, have a chance to sort of change a lot of perceptions about them, about the region they play in, about who should be watching them. So it's going to be fun going forward.
And the Joker established that he's no fluke and he's the best player in basketball. And everybody need to recognize he can do it all. He can post. He makes people around him better. He rebounds. He's very intelligent, learning how to feed the hot guy. Oh, Caldwell Pope made one. Let me look for him. Michael Porter Jr., let me find him. Aaron Gordon on the cut. Let me find him. And that's what he did, because a lot of people felt he wouldn't win his third straight MVP because maybe it was voter fatigue. I could tell he took that personal. And this is a clinic of how to build around a superstar and add pieces that accentuate his weaknesses, but also highlight his greatness.
People sleep on Denver and small to middle market teams. It's actually true. No one expected Denver to become who they were. They had a very good coach in Mike Malone, who his father, Brendan Malone, coached for many years. He also was a Knicks assistant. The fact that teams are drafting well, signing people well nowadays, and having the chemistry, Denver showed basically a blueprint of how you could actually draft and develop and actually someday become like what they are, and small, medium market teams like OKC one day, Orlando, not Houston because that's a big team. What's another? Sacramento can actually do well to get themselves into the finals.
Memphis,
if it wasn't for Ja. But that's another topic coming up. But who are the three teams?
Denver's one of them.
They were, but not anymore.
New York.
No.
Memphis.
No.
What?
What's the Wizards?
Nah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to give you this
Wait. The longest drought?
The longest finals drought. Getting to the finals.
As of right now.
In the
Yeah,
finals.
I'm
Have you ever seen the Bullets or the Wizards get anywhere near the
That's what I'm
finals?
saying.
I'm about to give them to
Wait.
you.
Sacramento.
No.
Wait.
Yeah, technically, yeah. Sacramento's one.
Charlotte.
No.
What? Yo, name him. What are you talking
All right.
about?
The Kings, they were known as the Rochester Royals. They in their 73 seasons, the last appearance was in 1951.
That's the throwback jersey.
When they were the Rochester Royals, and they won against the Knicks. The second team is the Atlanta Hawks.
I was about to say the Hawks next.
In the 63 season, the last time their appearance was in 1961, when they got their butt tore up against the Boston Celtics. The third team in their 53 seasons, and they've never made it to the finals, is the Los Angeles Clippers.
I guess so.
So it can't be Charlotte at all because when they got formed, basically. That's why.
Cause I'm trying to think back. When is
I'm about to say,
Charlotte?
when is Charlotte?
Nah.
I'm like, no.
By the way,
never.
that was on ESPN where I found out that fun fact. It was an episode, they posted that up to show the three longest droughts. Denver was that one until now.
Okay.
Oh, bullshit.
Makes sense though. Shout out to Denver. Good job. My boy Zoe. Shout out to my boy Zoe. Huge Denver fan. I ain't gonna lie to you. He is the only Denver fan I ever really known. What you put your hands up for?
Christian's Denver Nuggets fan.
Oh, wow.
Always was.
I never knew. Yeah.
He always was.
And never paid attention. But he be going to the games, and he's actually going to go to a finals game. He's flying to Denver. He wanted me to go. I was like, yo, I'll go. But, I'm about to get this crib and all, so, I ain't going to go.
Nah, I have a question for y'all. Does this person deserve to get his banner?
15.
Yeah. For Denver?
Give it
He's
to
definitely
Melo.
getting it for the Knicks. But does he get it for Denver?
I'd give it to Melo.
Damn, you didn't even formulate that. So, shout out to Melo, on his little
He getting
walk
two
away.
in the rafters. I believe he deserves two.
He should. He should get there.
He definitely should get. He should first get it for Denver.
It should go up in Denver 100%.
First for Denver, then the Knicks.
I agree with that. I think they should give it to him, like maybe after Jokic is done. They can
I think they
stop,
should do
but-
it next year.
Yes, do next season. Yeah, just
but
do that till next
what do you
season.
do? Because now it's probably a deal where can they change his number?
No, he can still play it. Like he'll be grandfathered in.
Yeah.
They'll just have two 15s going
Like,
up in the
no
rafters.
more 15s can go on there.
Jokic is gonna have 15, and Melo's gonna have 15 in the rafters. You can't say that can't happen.
Yeah, I can't.
He deserves that.
I'm coming to terms with it is what I'm doing here because it's like
You know who needs to come to terms with
it's
that?
so early for Jokic, but it's gonna happen.
DeMarcus Cousins needs to finally accept it.
What? That he's
what?
not getting his shit?
No, that he really wasn't giving Jokic his respect.
Oh, early, yeah, he was
You
like.
know what's funny? What do you think Jokic would do to Boogie?
Boogie at his prime. You talking on the court? I think it would
might
be a battle.
but
I
you
think it would be a
Jokic
battle.
wouldn't get off?
I think if we going down the stats lines, obviously, the Joker will have more assists. But I think at the end of the day, Boogie probably foul out. But it's like, nah, he really wasn't that bad at fouling like that. But he'll
His
probably
temper got
have.
in the way.
He'll probably have a couple more buckets though. I don't know. Yo, man, you watch his game. It's like Yo, he be having numbers, bro. He could have a quadruple double, but I don't think Boogie would.
That's what I'm saying. Obviously not.
Yeah.
He'd have 2 and 3, 4 blocks.
Yeah.
But not all on Jokic.
No.
Jokic is a savvy weapon. He's just one of them dudes.
I think Boogie would get tired. I think he'd get worn down.
Yeah, because, he's playing up there in Denver, and he's just running all day. Their offense, they run. But it's like run and gun, but they run offensive sets, obviously, but they be running. But before we jump into the next joint, speaking of Melo, man, I'm surprised we're not even really talking about that right now. Yo, what was your favorite Melo moment? You know what I'm saying?
Getting the Knicks record for the most points.
That was lit. I remember that night.
Yeah.
I remember
I
that.
think he had a buzzer beater at some point, but he had a buzzer beater. He had a real crazy buzzer beater.
Yeah.
But I just think what game he had like 64 points or something.
Yeah.
62, right? Yeah.
He hit mad point. He had
It was
hit mad
ill. And
threes.
he had that half court shot before the half
Yeah,
or
he
something like
did.
that. That was funny.
He wound
That
up.
was
He
dope. That was
barely
dope.
wound up. It was just so smooth, mellow game. And he's one of the dudes I used to look at too. So I was like, yo,
9th overall for
it doesn't
scoring.
like besides the first step, it's like the stuff he's doing. Like I could kind of do that. Yeah,
Jab step, everything.
he had a
ill.
program.
He was
for
teaching
you,
his son that at
we
a
seen
young
him.
age. Like
yeah.
Melo actually had his own show for MSG, and they actually showed him showing Kion that move when he was like 8, 9 years old.
I remember that.
Too bad we gave the farm up for him. If he had just waited instead of demanding to leave Denver.
Carl was pissing him off. But my favorite Melo moment, I mean, not just moment, it's the funniest to me. When did he start doing it like OD? When he went to OKC, when he had him mic'd up. Now, I don't think he was mic'd up. You could just hear it when he was grabbing boards all the time. Get the fuck out of here, I got that. Like, it made me like, wait. When I was like, wait, what?
Yeah, what
and
is
then
he talking
kept
about?
doing it. I was like, yo, Melo, yo. Everybody cleared out too when he started doing that. I was like, yo, but just in the beginning, I really like the battle between who side are you on? You team Melo or you team Bron?
LeBron.
That was my favorite thing.
I was Melo.
That was
I was Melo.
Me, if anybody knows me, I hate following the bandwagon. Like, mainly is because, everybody knows we from Jersey, obviously. So, our closest teams is the Yankees and the Mets. My dad was a huge Met fan. So, that's not how I love the Mets, but everybody in the world by us
Yankees.
love
If
the
you grow up
Yankees.
in-
So
if
I
you
was
grow
like, you
up
know
in
what?
Jersey-
I'll do the opposite.
Yep.
The main reason why I love Duke is because this man right here loved North Carolina.
off
And I was
my-
like, you know what? I love the team that he hates. So, but yeah, I was a Melo fan because everybody was on Bron's tip. But honestly, everybody was, but it was an even trade. You found people that were like, you know what, now I'm with Melo. I'm like, I was surprised. I'm like, but it was an even trade. Everybody had their own side. Everybody had their own jerseys at the one point. Like, yeah, I got that Melo jersey.
Nah,
Or
I
some
had a
people had
shirt.
the Bron. See?
What was the brand? What was the brand?
Of what?
It wasn't Miss Keen. Was it Lot 29?
I don't even remember.
The all over the patches.
Oh, I don't remember. The joint you had.
I think Lot 29 had. I had jeans that were like that, but I had a shirt that was just Mellow.
Yeah.
I had a shirt that was just Mellow. It was like
What happened to it? I ain't never seen it.
it's 2020.
No, I'm talking about you didn't have it in college. I ain't see it.
I didn't. I don't know what the
Willie
hell
stole
happened
it.
to. Yo, I don't know what happened to it. I can't even think of what happened to it. It was so long ago, but like back then, remember they had so much all over stuff, and I think down here they had like just his face, and then up here they might have had something of the logo. But I remember my favorite part was on the back. It had his number, and like just like the 15, I was like, look, if I had actually gone out to play basketball, I would have tried to be number 15. You think about it, we never really had a 15 like that. I was like I like Melo because the stuff he was doing fundamentally, it's like I feel like I could kind of do that. Like triple threat, get to a spot, shoot, pump fake, turn around, and get the shot. Like I could kind of do that.
And I thought his story was gonna be different. Like he won a national championship. I remember that. I was like,
watched
wow.
that, yeah.
I remember that. I'm like, yo, that was
Him
dope.
and Hakeem Warwick.
Yeah,
Jerry
that's the
McNamara.
only time that I like Syracuse. Really low key. Besides Johnny Flynn was there. But that's the only time I really
Sad
liked
career in
Syracuse.
NBA.
And I just thought he was gonna get his ship in the league. And I thought he was gonna have his farewell. A lot of vets were saying that, like, yo, I thought he was gonna at least have like a little tour or something.
Ron knew that he was retiring a week
Oh yeah, so
before.
that interview, he was like,
yeah,
I kind of knew
recorded
that
it.
was gonna happen. I saw the video, but
I
he actually
recorded
just did it.
No, he was, yeah, he was
he's
like, I
like, I
recorded.
did the video, but he actually did it today, you know. So that was really cool. But you guys won't believe me. That's what he's like. Y'all won't believe that either. But
But that's so sad that he didn't get one more time to go get a
or he
ring.
could just go around, like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Wade did it.
I wish they had done it to where like his last time at the Garden. That would have been crazy.
Oh my gosh, it would have been wild. Everybody would have went crazy.
How did they
in there.
not? Paul Pierce thought he was getting it. I think
Yeah, I really did. Paul Pierce think we was gonna get that. I know a lot of people hate on him. I respect him for his.
Melo should have got it. He should have got that. Melo's was the culture for many years.
Yeah, man. Come on now.
Many years.
I remember this video. I'm sorry, we're going on stat, but it was this video. Is this PE teacher who's like, when you hear name Melo, who do you say? I was like, these little kids.
You
they
better
ruined-
not say it.
They said it. They're like, LaMelo Ball? Like,
Punched in the chest.
some of the real one was like, oh yeah, Melo, stay Melo. Like some of them said Carmelo. They knew. They were like, yeah, Carmelo. But you could tell they were a little bit older. Or
you
somebody,
have to be.
or to make it even, they were like, yo, just say Carmelo after this video and we'll be cool. Like, but a lot of the little kids were like, LaMelo Ball? LaMelo, of course. I'm like, no.
Yeah, you think that
Stole this man's whole
it's all
nickname.
coming.
He
It's
should-
all
he should
coming
trademark that.
to an
Should
end.
have.
Yeah, well,
He still can. I don't know.
the 7
Yeah, he probably could. I think
The,
he trademarked Stay Mellow though.
he did
I think he did. Yeah, that's on his stuff.
right here.
Yo, three
He
to the
that, you
dome.
should take a picture, do that, trademark.
Nobody was doing that before.
No, nobody was.
Nobody.
I hate
did.
when I see people doing that now because I'm like, that's Carmelo.
I mean, maybe they're paying.
It's the
tribute to
legacy.
bruh. Yeah.
It's the legacy.
Nah, when certain
Just
people
like,
do, it's
just
like,
as long as you know where it came from, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, that's cool. Now they have a celebration for literally everything,
I
but
know.
like
Who started the ice in my veins? Who started that?
D-Lo.
Did D-Lo really start that?
I mean, like
I hope
we
not.
we
Because
used
of
to say.
that-
No, listen. I'm pretty sure it was D-Lo. We like you would say it.
yeah.
They been saying
He's
it.
actually.
Like,
Yeah.
he was like I'm like he's talking about this
Hey,
ice in his
man,
veins.
that
I
man was
remember-
terrible in the playoffs.
I remember they tried to.
he wanted to get a 4-year, $100 million contract with the Timberwolves.
He tried. Can't blame him for trying, yo. He tried.
Yeah, I tried.
It's like for what?
By the way, Lakers are not interested in him.
Yeah, they
What?
they hit him with the Dylan Brooks.
Oh.
Under no circumstances will you be back in there.
Small-
You gotta go, dog.
Someone said he should go to Charlotte. I don't think he should go to Charlotte.
Yo, look, he needs to
Just don't come to the Knicks.
fire up his resume and try to go somewhere. He gonna end up in Detroit.
Ew.
He gonna end up in Toronto.
I wouldn't mind.
Fred
Toronto.
Van is saying he's opting out of his contract. Lakers are also interested in him.
I can see him going there.
They're also interested in Kyrie, but
I don't think that needs to happen.
that would keep Bron alive. But that's our third topic.
He might be better off like the Van Vliet. As far as actually going somewhere, staying relevant too. I think Fred Van Vliet.
I can see Kai
It's
staying in
it's
Dallas.
all up to
honestly.
Bron.
I can see him staying in Dallas, honestly. I don't think he's going to go anywhere.
He said he had a handshake deal with Mark Cuban for a max deal. Before he got traded, they said the deal was shook.
Okay. He also said his sneakers are about to come. He's about to sign.
With who?
He didn't say.
Cool.
He said he's about to blow all this out the water or whatever.
I'll pick it up. I ain't gonna front.
I might too.
I'm gonna pick one up. Those are my sneaks.
To support him for what he went through, and I understand.
Hold up, I'm still buying Yeezys when they come back out.
You said you gonna hoop in them, or you just gonna
He
buy
said he
them?
just buying.
I'm gonna
you
buy
gonna buy
them.
'em.
You know I got the hoop in the yard now, right?
No, I'm out there. I
Yeah,
ain't even. Hey,
I
I'm
put the hoop
out
in the
there.
yard.
I'm out there.
I might put my Yeezys. I mean, I gotta sweep it a little bit.
Don't mess with
He's
the
like,
ankles.
This
I'm out
nigga
there.
talking about don't shoot my eye out. I'll be fine.
Ankle. Don't go on social media.
I'm not. If it happens, I'm not saying shit.
Next time we see, he gonna have a crutch.
And this is why I need my Barclays because
Beautiful Barclays.
ankle ain't going nowhere in them Barclays. Like playing in Tim's, yo. Really nice Tim's.
Laced all the way up.
Yeah, bro, you ain't going nowhere with them. If you mess up with Barclays, you had it coming, or you just don't want to go to work.
What we got next? That
Everyone loves social media. You know who loves social media the most?
Ja Morant.
Ja tripping, boy.
First of all, before we play this clip, did someone not tell him to stay off social media? Why did he think it was a good idea to hang out with people when he got a gun with himself and to hang it up in the air?
I got a lot to say.
I
Play-
am not about to be Jason Whitlock up here, so
Play the clip, so I got a lot
Yeah.
to say about this,
I'm a-
man. I don't know.
Jabron, if you be so kind.
yeah, man.
When you're making $100 million a year to play sports, your life changes. There are certain rules and regulations you have to live by, plain and simple. You can't do stupid stuff. That's the trade-off. Now, if you want to do all that stuff and give all that money back, more power to you. You can make that stance. Say, you know what, I want to do what I want to do. I want to flash my gun and make videos and do things. Okay, that's fine. But you can't make money on the NBA doing this stuff. First of all, you're not a thug. You're not a criminal. You're not a crook. You're a guy making $100 million a year to dribble a stupid, $200 million to dribble a stupid basketball. Y'all hit the lottery to do something. There's people out there work 9 to 5, 8 and 9 hours a week, gonna make $25,000 a year. They will kill to be in our situation. You got to look in the mirror and say, yeah, you know what, maybe I'm the problem.
Country behind Charles Barkley had a lot to say.
I mean, his facts were right. You dribble basketball, you make that much money, you kind of got a responsibility. Kids look up to you. And it's crazy. Like, I knew somebody from up this way that drove their kid all the way to watch him
Memphis.
play. And now, this is before all this happened. And now I was like, yeah. Like, you know, I'm not pointing. I'm just like, that's who. And they just wanted to see Ja. Now, from my standpoint, I would say this. Yeah, he was dumb for that. And it's 100% his fault. Everybody, all the OGs just gave up on him. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? They're like, yo, we probably, I don't know if they actually spoke to him or not, or what they said. But I'm just talking to everybody else that's never been in the NBA.
Oh, he getting suspended.
And then they're like, yo, he's stupid. I'm like, but what would you do with that much money? Like, you wouldn't be acting right with that much. You wouldn't know. And then I was talking to my boys. We was down south because you know, I want everybody to know I went to school down south. Yo, we had guns out. I mean, but
Don't
he
try
was
to incriminate
retarded.
yourself.
Nah, but like having a gun down south is not like how it is like up here. Obviously, it's totally different. Like,
Well, he's in Memphis, Tennessee.
it's active, very active is Memphis, bro.
And it's like, yeah, Memphis is like, I'll probably
Yeah,
order
Memphis is
DoorDash
raw.
and not be back. You know
Memphis
what I'm
is
saying?
nice though. I got.
And he from where I went to school in South Carolina. He's from South Carolina. All his friends, everybody said, yo, you hanging out with the wrong people. The bro didn't have the strap on. It was Ja. And if you watch it, he did put the phone down. He probably was like, bruh, are you serious right now?
My thing is this, and I think a lot of people are missing this.
What's up?
It's not about him having a gun.
It's not. Yes.
Everybody has guns.
Yep.
We all have guns. But I think a lot
Right
of
to
people
bear
with
arm.
the advent of social media, especially the kids,
Yep.
and Ja Morant is starting to kind of separate himself as, okay, actually he's one of the kids. Guess what? I got it. But you don't need to know that I got it.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He has it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, everybody around me has got it. Believe me, they got it.
But why on
But
IG,
why are
bro?
you dancing around with it like a thought? It looks goofy.
He's
Yeah, it
immature.
does.
Like, I know he's like 23, but like you're in the driver's seat right now. You're the prize at this.
Exactly.
You're the
And-
face of an organization. Stop being goofy.
And he's the driver's seat of his homies. Like, you messing up everybody's bag if you looking out for people.
And like even them. So I've heard other stories about this too, about it's not just the gun stuff. It's the gun stuff on top of goofy ass fighting with teenagers.
Yeah.
How? And then you ran up to go get the gun. How? Mm-hmm. You can't do that.
Pointing
It's
it because they had a
goofy.
laser on it too.
No,
That's
well,
what got that kid
that
messed
was
up.
that was somewhere else, like in public.
Yeah, that was
But
someone else with a
then
different team, right?
apparently
No, they
his
said the laser with the kid too.
Dang.
remember they supposedly the entourage supposedly pointed the gun at
At some
somebody
other team.
like
In Indiana.
Affiliated
somewhere,
team or
yeah,
something.
Indiana.
another team. So
Yup,
they
yeah.
had that. They had
Strike
trouble
two.
at one. That's like 3. Number 4. The homies got into it. Somebody was talking greasy at his sister's basketball game.
Yeah.
Moms got on the phone and called him. That's another thing right
Time
there.
out. Where was Pops?
I don't know what's up with bro. But
'Cause
I would
would've been like, I'll
be
take
like,
care of
yo,
that.
why are you calling him to come out here and show his ass?
He was like winning, not dad of the year or something, but like supportive dad, you know, stepping in front of Shannon Sharp and all that. Now it's like, yo, your pops.
Yeah, what's
does he really
going on,
speak to you?
homie?
Like, does he even tell you? Like, does he smack you against the head? Probably not. Because if I had all that money and my dad was still alive, he's like, boy, like he would still
that's,
get me.
And that's the shame, because it's like you probably think like that because he's acting like a kid, but in reality, he's 23.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Like, I had a kid when I was 23. He has a kid.
Yeah, he does.
He's not about to tell me what to do. But the thing is like I was already programmed not to be a jackass.
Did you peep that how he at least upgraded his gun? Because beforehand, he was having that little pea shooter, that 007 drawn. Now
So the
it's
thing
like,
is, like, you're not supposed to be dancing and trying to be like a rapper. Like, I actually understand. I think that there's a lot about, I'm not going to go into the culture, but it's almost like we value, like, the youth almost too much. Because when you're a kid, you're an idiot. Like, you don't run around waving your gun around that you got it. You move in silence as a unit. If there's a problem like that, talk to that dude outside and let all of that happen and let him come back in and apologize. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come to the Gucci store. Like, something happened at, like, again, moms arguing with somebody at a restaurant in the mall. Now, the gun charges on top, well, the gun stuff
That's
on
another-
top
I
of,
didn't even hear about
yes,
that.
moms keeps getting into stuff and will call him, and then he'll show up with all his little buddies,
Squad deep.
and then they'll be there making threats and doing all that stuff too. So the Nuggets are like, bro,
Memphis.
is you gonna play basketball or are you gonna play Silk the Shocker? Like, what are you gonna do? What are we doing? Stop watching so much TV. And look, it's goofy.
And I feel like he wants to post all this stuff on social media too much.
Another thing the kids do that we did not do.
Yeah.
When he was saying, I love you, Mom, I love you, Dad.
They pulled up, was like, are you okay?
Yeah,
like, you're
that-
so emotional. Like, come on now.
That's why I said I think he has an addiction to social media.
He's one of the
It's
kids.
a real thing. It's a real thing.
He's
You
one
know
of
what
the
I'm saying?
Yeah, but
kids.
guess what? You're gonna have to
But he
control
grew
that.
up with it. It's different compared to, like, he grew up with it when it was
Hot.
We were like, oh, it's here. Like, all right, cool, let's see what's up. I think some people know how to cut it off, some people don't. That's all he knows. You know what I'm
He's-
saying? At that point in time.
This is the next thing. This is one of the separations, I think, in our generations, to where, like, they need so much attention all the time. And then, you know, like, it's like a double-edged sword. Like, now we openly acknowledge mental health. But at the same time now, when you're just being a jerk,
I'm not trying to play that card, but
like-
that might be the best card he can play right now, yo.
Yeah, for his career.
But that mental health not gonna get him away from that. He getting that bare minimum 40 games.
He could probably get some. I mean, he could probably get away a little something.
You know
with
why I
it.
don't believe that? Because you went to go get therapy for what, 72 hours?
And he beat that stat. Now he has to really get therapy. I don't even think he really.
I don't think people are gonna believe he's really gonna take therapy seriously.
They said his apology for this one was straight up ChatGPT.
So what? Mind your business.
Now, see, I don't even
mind your
care
business.
about
It was
that.
terrible. It's not real.
I'm just saying.
Who said? How do you know? Who snitched? Did he snitch?
ChatGPT.
Yeah, it probably was
ChatGPT said, "Give me an
ChatGPT.
apology." It was the same thing.
No, so he really just copy and pasted.
That's what it looked like. I mean,
He probably did. I don't even care about the apology. I'm just saying this, like, as grown men, and you know us, we handle business.
Yeah.
And you know that we had situations, we had hard choices to make younger than 23. You know what I'm saying? You know what you had to do. Y'all know what I had to do when I was 20.
Yeah.
Y'all know, like, you know, when I had to leave school and everything, you was up there, what, we was
with you.
20, 21?
Yeah.
You know what we had to do.
Yeah.
And it's like at a certain point in time, you got to draw a line in the sand. Because I know this. When I was that age, trying to get a job at like Frito-Lay and couldn't get it.
Man.
Like,
You gonna tell
bruh,
us?
no, I'm not going to tell that story. All I'm saying is like,
Done wrong.
that was my prospect back then.
yeah.
Like, wow, the best thing I could do is get a job at Frito-Lay. And like, that would have been the best thing for me. And unfortunately, I didn't get that job. But it's like, I had a line to draw in the sand. It was grown man time, right? You had to leave everything and everybody at a moment's notice and just go down south and go to school.
Yeah.
And what, you were 19? 20?
Yeah.
Bruh. But that happened and you stayed in school, you had to transfer, but you was down there doing that. This dude had his trials and tribulations up at school. I had left and all the other stuff. It was grown man time. Like, it's like we know you have stuff and you might have mental health, but like, I wish at 23 I had millions of dollars to play around with as I was going through my stuff like you do. This is an opportunity, like,
that most of us will
if,
never
look,
see.
they will get another face of your organization if you can't stop playing. And then you'll have your problems all the way over there.
But what I was saying about what the money is basically before the trials, because we learned from that. Of course, we would make wiser decisions now. But he's coming in with no like issues at all, because they're calling him Clarence now because, you know, like he tries to be
Yeah.
all thug, but he really don't come from none of that.
Nope.
Which, I
That
mean, that's
8
what
Mile
everybody's
clip that
saying.
they did, I sent y'all.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
Embarrassing.
he's acting crazy and he's like, I don't know,
But
bro.
you
Like,
know,
I just hope the best for bro.
let's be real. What he's doing, you've seen that before. You see it a
Yeah.
lot with the rappers. And it's like, okay, I understand that, but also those same rappers, you see them in caskets. Like, stop. You're in the NBA. It like you don't even have to enter that world.
Yeah, it's like a
And he's
big
doing
homie.
that by
And
choice.
even if you're not entering that world, why are you even acting like that? And then look, again, like I prefer to carry a piece and just like, no, I have one and he has one. But the last thing you're going to see me doing is like sexy walking outside. You know what I'm saying? With a LA Dodgers fitted on with my gun.
Yeah.
Doing this and twerking like in the street.
It's
Like,
kinda
what are
weird,
you
Courtney.
doing?
Yeah.
Turn the fucking music off and like sit down and come up with a plan. Like, look, I would have had less of a problem even if he was like at the range and he was just like, look, I'm at the range getting better. Like, I shoot in the gym and I shoot somewhere else too.
And that's fine.
He could have been doing that, but listen, if you want to twerk in cars with guns and stuff like that, you want to be Glorilla, like fine, do that. But like somebody, you deserve all the criticism you're getting. And then here's the other thing. Like I said, grown man stuff. If somebody's calling out something stupid that you're doing, I don't really respect everybody who's saying like, well, this other person can do that. Like, we're not talking about that. because you don't know that this other person hasn't already been in trouble with this in the mall.
Exactly.
With like
they try to say someone else. They say that's not the star player.
We talking
though.
about you.
Yeah, we talking about
You know what I'm saying?
Now.
Like
Yeah,
they murked Gil for that.
Oh God!
They murked Gil for that.
And it wasn't even he. You know, I mean, IG wasn't popping in or anything like that. And it's just like it was just heard about, and they went crazy on him.
Murked Gil.
Once that
for
happened, I think his career declined.
Bro, they got him out.
Non-existent after that, bro.
No, he was still Agent Zero, low key.
No one really cared about him that much.
Yeah, it was done. It was done after that. It was done after that. It was done.
Pick your gun.
Them gold
And that was over a card game, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or someone owed him money.
That
Javaris Critton, which by the way, he was a dick.
Yeah, I remember.
And now he's in jail. He shot a girl accidentally. Oh, it was like over some dumb stuff.
See, more playing around, twerking with guns. Stop doing it.
He said stop doing it.
Stop. Cheddar Bob.
So you think how much time he getting?
Bare minimum 40.
40 games.
Bare minimum.
Bare minimum. Oh, that's bare minimum.
Yo,
Gotcha.
Adam Silver was pissed.
He should be.
He was like, I thought Ja and I had an understanding.
Yeah.
He was like, yo.
He said, I gave you in-school suspension. Now I got to suspend you,
bro.
my G? Like, I got to kick you out of school?
But what's crazy is, like, you got a lot of people who's, like, you know, whining about the fact that he got suspended, like he's being persecuted. But it's like, yo, this is the NBA. He gets to come back to this after messing up like this. You know, I know some places where you get fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, come back. Dude, if I bring a gun to my job,
it's over.
You might get fired and arrested.
I was gonna say, we don't do a GoFundMe for you.
Oh, you can't do that shit in here. Police. Like there's gonna be issues. Like I wish people would really just think about it. Like just think. And certain factors, like when you introduce race into certain topics, like it becomes too emotional, and then you start thinking about it the wrong way. Like you instantly just pick a side.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens. JJ Redick, you know, he said what he said, and while he said a lot of things that were true, it's like that. What's that got to do with Ja? What's that got to do with my organization? Like, I'm the organization, you're the face of the organization. I said stop. You want to be like everybody else, then be like everybody else. But I'm going to snatch that patch off your chest like T.I. snatched Nunu's chain. Remember that? Yeah. You want to be like everybody else? Go be with everybody else. Go do what they do. And then you can get away with it there. But, like, as a business, like, I'm good over here.
He's bad for business.
Yeah.
It's goofy. It's what it is. It's goofy.
What's up?
Now we're going to talk about something questionable / is this all talk or is this real sincere? LeBron had an interview and he's really thinking about retiring.
He faking. He's tired.
Yeah, he's tired,
He's
man.
mad
I think he was butthurt.
Yeah, he's just tight.
And
got swept. He knew what it was going to be like.
I don't think he's ever gotten swept.
Nope, he knew RDC was about to come out with that clip. Y'all seen that joint?
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I was crying. Shout out to my boy Mark, yo.
Mark Phillips.
Yo, the whole crew, man. The whole RDC crew. Yo, they be on it. And, yo, literally, I was like, this is exactly how it was. I know exactly. It was just like this. I know it. Like, he was hurt. He said, hey, yo, where your brother at? Bring him up. I know they can whoop Anthony Davis out. Yo, what? I know you can beat him, bro. I know you can. But, I think he was tired, bro. I think he's coming back for sure.
Yeah, he's just mad. And he should be mad.
I think Jabron got one more clip, and then we could talk about what this person said.
No, he doesn't. No, I'm playing.
Are you buying LeBron contemplating retirement?
I'm not necessarily buying it. I would say this. I think there's legitimate genuineness to these thoughts that he's having. It reminds me a little bit of Tom Brady. Tom Brady got to a certain age, and it was every offseason. This is what we talked about, right? It was whether or not Tom Brady was done. And I look at this playoff run and this season in particular from the Lakers, and really the last two seasons and everything that this team has been through. LeBron getting hurt and having to play this playoff run essentially on a bum ankle and a bum foot. And I think as an athlete, like, there's always a moment when you sort of begin to question your own athletic mortality. And maybe in some ways, LeBron, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but maybe in some ways, LeBron is at that stage. Am I buying that he's going to retire? No, absolutely not. The thing I'll say about LeBron is one of the most calculated professional athletes in the history of professional sports. Everything he does is for a reason. And whether this is to put a little bit of pressure on the Lakers to improve the roster, whether this is to send a subtweet to his teammates, whatever it is, there's a reason he did this. But I believe there's some earnesty in these comments, and it's not just for a calculated reason. He's coming off year 20, age 38, a long playoff run where he's had to play a ton of minutes with an injury, and it's just human nature that you would begin to say, oh, maybe I'm nearing the end.
Go ahead, Wendy. I mean, I listened to every word JJ just said. I don't understand much of what he just said, but I listened. But go ahead, Wendy.
Well, you didn't play,
you first,
Stephen A.
and then I'll try. Exactly.
You didn't play.
I didn't comprehend. I'm sorry.
You don't understand athletic mortality. 3 games at wherever South Dakota, Winston-Salem State doesn't count.
I got you. I understand. I got a degree, and I'm here on TV with you. I must be doing something right.
Oh, you're definitely doing things right.
You damn right. Go ahead,
Okay,
Wendy.
guys.
All right, so
my boy JJ.
I would like him more if he wasn't from Duke. Anyway,
hater.
Nah, I got respect for UNC more than Duke.
UNC.
But JJ had a point. Him being an athlete, understanding his body, but also, as he also said, LeBron thinks about everything. Is LeBron using this as a way to make LA scared that he really is, so that the team can get better? Or is he forcing himself out to get traded to a team that he's interested in? I still think secretly he wants to go back and end his career in Cleveland, but that's a different topic at a different time.
Whoa.
Or do you honestly think Father Time is finally like tapping on his shoulders like, yo, you really got to leave?
Nah, I mean, look, I think he's starting to actually be human now, slightly. And I think he's tired. He is playing next season.
I believe that.
He is playing next season.
I think it's just his way to scare LA, which I don't like that.
It might be.
I think.
But I know, all I know is that he can be able to do some thinking about the game of basketball. Yeah, you're going to play next year.
I just like the way he did it was kind of smooth too. Like how you say it is a business tactic to me, but he does it mad smooth. But I 100% he's not leaving. He is set to play with his son. I hope.
What if he does?
I hope. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, you know what? He wouldn't leave because he's gonna do his farewell tour. He wouldn't just leave.
No. You know what he might do? He might do like Jordan. Come back.
Oh.
Retire.
I'm back.
Come back like that. And
you know what?
He'll be fresh. He'll be completely fresh. You know, he'll train the way he wants to train. He'll be able to know exactly where Bronny is. He'll be able to say, yo, Bronny.
Is that good, though? Like, is that good? You play basketball.
Bron did it. Is that, I mean, you can stay.
Can you leave and come back? 'Cause I know right now, I played football, yo. I don't think I could just go back right now.
I go outside. I mean, I played not too long ago, but I still need to keep it up. I ain't gonna lie.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to come back.
My body hurt, but not for him. He can do. He can do that. He can do that. I think he could do that because you gotta think about that surgery. He could just prolong the surgery.
No, he needs that. Nah, they said
no,
he
not
needed
prolong
it.
Like he can get the surgery and be like, "Yo, I need more recovery time."
True.
Like and just chill. Nah, I can't really play. And then when he comes back,
like
the Lakers probably be trash and then just play.
Here's my beef. So why the surgery originally says 2 to 4 months. Why are you contemplating it instead of just telling everyone, yeah, I'm getting the surgery and just do what you got to do? Stop. That's a mind game where I'm not playing.
Bron is at GM mode, bro. GM.
That has not always worked for him.
It hasn't, but he's playing it.
Yeah, and that's why
it's
we're
cost
actually
them a couple
developing an
times.
AI app to see where Stat is gonna try to beat AI LeBron in like GM moves, and we'll see when he actually wins.
We'll do that next week.
But I don't think it's over for him. We'll see him.
He gonna play.
Yeah, for sure.
He's gonna play with Bronny come hell or high water.
I still want him to play with both.
Bryce?
Yeah, because Bryce is a junior this year. No, junior, or is he a senior? He's a junior.
Bryce gonna be nice too.
He's coming up on junior year.
Yeah.
Bryce
so
gonna be nice too.
he can pull it. Bron can pull it.
He gonna have to sit down for a little bit though. He gonna have to do that Jordan move.
He gonna be like Jordan with the 18s on, man.
He gonna wear
with the Wizards. And
we
the
gotta
O's.
end this episode. I don't like when you talk about the Wizards. That's just a nasty time.
What's the problem?
That's a nasty time. But he still
I'ma
was
call
averaging
John
like
Wall.
20 points.
I'm gonna call John Wall.
That poor soul. Send us home.
Ayo, it's Frnds versus Frnds. Playoff editions. The finals is coming up. Who you got? We out. Peace.
The Wizards.
Yeah.